Greetings, Commanders. My name is Commander Branch, and we're playing Elite Dangerous. Today we have a bit of a special mission. This is my Imperial Courier, the Clarity. We're parked at the outer edges of human space in a system called Keeg Aso, I believe it's called, and we have a very special trip today. We're going to be transporting a very special piece of cargo called an unknown artifact. The unknown artifact is a item that has been present in Elite Dangerous since the 1.2 patch, and at the beginning of May of this year it was discovered that, and hinted by the developers, that there was something special about this object, specifically about what it sounds like and what sounds it makes. It's a very alien looking artifact, which we'll see shortly, and what we're going to do is we're going to take it on a small journey through space in the first passenger quote-unquote mission we can give. We're going to take it through several locations to Azalich, where President Halsey was lost, and then on to Quines, to the planet Quai, as well as Ross 154 to the planet Merlin. Those were both big sites where Thargoids were mentioned in Frontier First Encounters. And then finally, we're going to continue on to BD02 4304 to Newton Dock. There's evidently an illness going on there, and Karash mentioned on his stream that there might be some kind of effect that the unknown artifact has there. Kind of dubious, but we'll try it anyway. And then, barring anything else bearing any results, we'll carry on to the far edge of human space to the system of Soontill and see if we can get anything to happen there. So we're going to take off, have a look at the unknown artifact, and then carry on to Azalich. We're just going to get outside of firing range of the station to a place where we can safely drop the cargo and have a look at it. And there we go. We're outside the no-fire zone. So, we're going to jettison our little friend, the unknown artifact, once we come to a stop, and then have a look at it. So, jettison. As you can see, it gives off some very interesting looking particles and some smoke, and then we will try and go give a listen to it in the debug. Quite crazy. So we're going to scoop him back up before he can get too far away from us. Now, as he is in our ship, he's actually going to continue damaging our... he's going to continue damaging our systems as long as he's on board. So we're going to try and make these jumps as fast as we can because repairs are quite painful. I will see you on the flip side in Azalich. So here we are in Azalich. We're going to dock at the distant Leonicino, sorry, I should have practiced that ahead of time, station. We taken quite a bit of damage in our little 47 light year trip. I'll show you what the systems look like once we get all docked up, but the unknown artifact has been eating away frantically at my systems. Unfortunately for the as a leech theory, there is nothing really here. No points of interest on the navigation map, nothing to see. The UA doesn't cause any special events on entering the system, so pretty sure this one is definitely a dead end. Whatever took out Halsey's Spaceship 1 is probably not an unknown artifact, unless they had one on board and it just ate through everything when they finally jumped, in which case they should learn to play noob. But we're going to stop here. We're going to dock, refuel, repair, and then we will get jumping again and probably head to Quiness first, as it is the closest location to us. The Frontier First Encounters video game, which precedes Elite Dangerous and was developed by Frontier, as well as David Braben, mentions it at the end of, I believe the game is part of the kind of like final journals of the game and things to learn, and I'm going to trespass. That's super awesome. As if I needed anything else added onto this. Evidently, I can't talk and fly. So we're going to back off, find a bunch, and then dock, hopefully. Oh, we got slapped with a mega fine. 165,000 credits for carrying illegal cargo into the port, which is just about the value of my my unknown artifact on the black market. So that was pretty much the worst smuggling we've ever seen, but we're here and we can at least repair and refuel. So, to give an example of how much this thing eats through systems, all my systems started at 100% upon leaving as a leech. And as you can see, pretty much everything has been eaten away a little bit. The cargo hatch is especially bad because I have an auto repair module on board that I used to repair it when I reached the as a leech system, and it's still down. So yeah, this thing really eats through systems and is definitely toxic, or at least doesn't like me very much. So we're going to keep trying to transport it to wherever it's supposed to go. I'm going to get things repaired and refueled, and then we will be on our way. One more thing before I stop recording at this point. If you take a look, this is the cheapest place that we have found in the galaxy for the unknown artifact, suggesting, if it's priced like other rares, that its source of origin is somewhat nearby. Unfortunately, we don't have any strong leads, and no significant lore seems to point to this general area of space other than Halsey's disappearance. So, not much to see here, but it is worth quite a bit on the black market. Unfortunately, another side effect of trying to transport the unknown artifact in a courier is the relatively short jump range of the courier. Unfortunately, I max out at about 16 or 17 light years for jumping, and not a whole ton in the tank with that small 8-ton tank. So we're going to have to take the economical way quite frequently. I'll try and speed these bits of the video up, but record them just in case something crazy happens. Two things you will see throughout probably my travels this evening are one, I'm hitting the discovery scanner on every system I hit. Unfortunately, because of the unknown artifact, it's illegal cargo in basically all systems. So it's very difficult to dock at stations. It's also expensive because it tends to eat away at systems and the repairs and fuel. So I need some kind of an income source, and I've discovered that by fitting an advanced discovery scanner, as long as I don't get those big fines like I previously did, um, I can actually recoup more than the repairs and refueling costs, making it pretty effective to wander around space uh, and try to find out what the artifact does. So we're just going to keep jumping. Oh, sorry. The other thing you'll see most likely is that the NPC system in Elite Dangerous somehow seems to know that I've got some special cargo, and every couple systems or so, it will spawn an NPC pirate who seems to know that I was going to be wherever I was going to be, and that I'm carrying an unknown artifact. So you may see some interdictions. I will do my best to dodge them and get out of them, but I can't promise a whole lot. Fortunately, the courier is pretty good at running, so it'll take a fast NPC ship to basically take me out. So here's hoping that nothing bad happens and that we just reach Quiness without issue. So we're about to jump into Ross 154. This is another major location mentioned by the end of Frontier First Encounters. One of the final news stories is that the Thargoid scientists take an interest in the planet Merlin in the Ross 154 system due to its cold temperatures. I don't have the exact text, but it was mentioned by a member of the forum who's also involved with hunting for the UA and seeing what it's about. So we're going to give this a try and see if there's anything interesting here. And if not, it's at least a good place to repair and refuel. So. Alright, so there is Merlin. A quick scan does not show anything of particular interest in the area. Nothing like the Voyager probes in the Sol system or anything like that. So we're going to go have a look at Merlin and see what's up with it. It's not very far from the star, which is strange. It also probably should have been an icy planet if it were going to be interesting. Let's check out Aster. Aster is just a Class 2 gas giant. So, yeah. We'll check Merlin out, but I don't think we're going to have much luck here either. That does not look like an icy planet to me. I could be mistaken, but that looks suspiciously watery. Well, regardless, that would not be suitable for Thargoid life, at least not comfortably, so that's probably not our candidate either. Really want to go visit Dust Ball just for the fun of it, but probably just go dock and go from there. So we're getting ready to jump into BD024304. This is the location of, I believe it's Norman Dock. There's currently a terrible disease racking the dock, according to Galnet. So we're going to try to take the UA to the station and see if there's anything special that happens, or if it's an unrelated flavor text kind of thing, and it is not the secret purpose of the UA. So, oh, sorry, apologies, it's Newton Dock, not Norman Dock. This is a ways out, so yeah, sit back and enjoy the ride, I guess. While we're at it, we'll check the navigation contacts and see if there's anything special here. I don't think there will be much. Ooh, interesting. Convoy beacons. While we're here, we will let's go pop into one of these and see if there's anything fun. I doubt it will be anything specifically of interest or helpful, but it's worth a try, I guess. Let's go check the modules, Cargo hatch is still good. Everything else looks okay. You'd think with a name like Blood Axe Shaller that he'd be okay with a little bit of violence, but I guess not. Weird. So there are very obviously a bunch of Type 9s here, but none of them showed up on the contacts tab. Curiouser and curiouser. Fortunately, these all look like refugees. Probably not much interesting here. Man, that's a lot of ships. Wow. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice all the ones over here. That is a serious number of ships. Cool. Yep, unfortunately nothing to see here. So back to our original plan of hitting up our quite distant friend, Newton Dock. So here we are in BD 024304. Unfortunately, we're pretty close to Newton Dock, and there isn't a whole lot to see. The station appears to be in a period of unrest. There's some seeking medicine points of interest and a checkpoint, but we're going to go dock with the station itself and see if anything special happens. And if not, that's one more theory off the table. the elite racers should totally consider this station as a place to do one of their races. Sadness. It's actually a CG. Uh, that actually seems fun, but not relevant to my current struggle. Yep, unfortunately, it doesn't look like anything useful here related to the unknown artifact. That's some pretty high demand for the unknown artifact. We've arrived in Naguri. This is one of the farthest systems from human space. It's where the famous Soontill relics can be bought. They're a rare good, and it's pretty much going to be my jump-off point to Soontill itself. That is another 100 or so light years out, and there isn't any civilized human space in between, so there's nowhere to stop and nowhere to repair and nowhere to refuel, so I'm going to have to lean on scooping and my auto field maintenance units to keep me going. Yeah, not a whole lot more to say than that, just that that's where we are. My only friendly. Curry Empire. Great. Yay, back to Ally. Oh, one other thing to check. The relics. Yep, there they are. Well, we're still on the way from Naguri to Soontill, but I just wanted to document how wonderful the Mac port is sometimes. Alright, Commanders, so here we are, headed to Soontill. We are one jump away. I have in my cargo hold an unknown artifact as well as a Soontill relic. And we're going to try jumping to Soontill and see if anything at all happens. So without further ado, let's...
Frameshift drive charging.
Here we are in Soontill. As you can see, nothing seems to have happened during the jump. I'm going to check out our system navigation. Looks like we just have a bunch of planets and stuff. There is no nav beacon here, which is interesting given the recent developments of possibly finding the Morse code transmission of the system name coming out of the UA's sound. So since there doesn't seem to be any stations or nav beacons or anything really here, I'm just going to drop out and drop the UA and see what happens.
scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted. Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Well, unfortunately, as we can see, there isn't really a whole lot that has happened. Soontill is apparently a populous place from the books.
Frameshift drive
Hear the
charging.
wheel, but I don't really see anything special happening in the
4,
system
3,
anyway present.
2,
So
1.
I hope that the audio
Engage.
recorded on that and it was helping to get back to civilization. Thanks, Commanders, for tuning in.